107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
We have been so blessed today to have the company of so many different people from all walks of life, and we are all anxiously awaiting the grand jury to make a decision on the Ferguson Mike Brown decision. We're all also trying to busy ourselves and trying to find out how we can get better relations with our officers, and they are doing wonderful work in Westchester. Sorraya Sampson is here with us from the Urban League of Westchester, and they just had a phenomenal event yesterday. Tell us about the event.
Oh, the event yesterday was wonderful. We had over 150 people in attendance. We had a panel discussion made up of police officers, community leaders, and experts in the area of community policing, who shared their information and their wisdom. And it was billed as an honest dialogue, and it really was an honest dialogue.
Right. So from going in, coming out, what do you think were the key points that were made on both sides, the community and the officers?
Well, we spoke a lot about trust yesterday. We talked about rebuilding trust between the police department and the community.
Mm-hmm.
We walked out understanding that there was a need, for those who didn't know when we were walking in, that there was. We understood that there were areas in Westchester County. We have 42 different police departments. We walked out realizing that there were departments in the county that were willing to work with community, that their goals and our goals in many instances are the same, that what we want in terms of protecting our community will also protect the police officers involved, like body cameras and different things that we're asking for, and that we have to work together because some of the things we're asking for, they want, but they don't know how to get without us. So we're going to be good partners on that, and we may have to push in some other areas, but we'll work in the areas that we can work on first.
And you were working with PACE?
We were working with Pace Law School. They were gracious enough to provide us with the facility, with their moot court. It was the first time in my understanding that they ever had an event like that on their premises. Their professors were in attendance. Some of their students were in attendance. And I think they're going to be good partners as we're moving forward.
How can folks reach out to you to find out more about the next forum?
They can call us at our number in White Plains, which is 428-6300, area code 914. They can call us not only to talk about our next forum, but to talk about working with the initiative, because the initiative is more than an event. The initiative is really to bring local leaders together with the community, with the politicians, with the law enforcement, so that we can have honest discussions about what we need to do collectively. And we have presented to the group, and we will be publicizing in a big way in the next week or so, our strategies for change.
And what message would you like to leave with our community as we wait for the grand jury to decide on the Mike Brown situation? What kind of message can you send? Because there are so many people who are sending out anti-violent messages because, you know, in Missouri, they are boarding up as if they're getting ready for a hurricane. So what kind of message could you send to our community?
Peace is the answer, and trust is what we need. And if you start rioting now, it's harder to build the trust. It is better for the communities outside of Ferguson who have yet to experience a Ferguson like Westchester to work together ahead of time to build that trust. And it is not useful to burn down your community. We are all angry. We are all upset. We have all had issues, but we need to work together as quickly as we can and as well as we can.
Thank you very much. Sorraya Sampson from the Urban League of Westchester, I thank you for taking the time to come and speak with us today.